Are you ready? It is time to get started. Thank you for being here. This web class will be fun, exciting, entertaining, eye-opening, and hopefully mind-expanding as well. And before I go on to the next slide, I just want to tell you a quick personal story. What you are going to learn in this webinar and from the teachers who teach this class, the Certified Life Strategies Coach certification. It has been the most profound, most important, most beneficial training I've ever done myself personally to enhance my life, my business, and my understanding of what's possible for my personal life. It's been incredible. So with that being said, let's get started. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Dr. John Spencer Ellis. You can call me JSE. I'm the CEO and founder of Nesta and the Spencer Institute. They were founded originally June 1st, 1992. Yeah, a long time ago. And since that time, about 65,000 people, just like you, from all over the world, have gone through our training programs and have started highly successful careers in 60, 65 countries. I can't remember exactly the exact amount. It's a lot. And it's super exciting, and it's an honor for me, and it's a privilege for me to be able to share this information with you as well. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. 4 main topics are what we're going to go over today. Education, certification, career options, and making money. Yes, you have to know how to make money as well. Yes, you should be doing this because you want to help people. Yes, because you're interested in the brain and personal development and personal growth and self-help and things like that. And you also need to be able to put food on the table. You want to enjoy your life, and you want to be able to take care of yourself and your family. And therefore, you need to learn how to have a successful career and to make money as well as you serve others. You can now become a more complete and highly skilled coach by adding this distinguished coaching credential to your resume. It's that simple. This specific training separates you from other trainers, instructors, and coaches. And another thing I hadn't mentioned yet, this type of training for life strategies coaching, the curriculum in this course through the Spencer Institute is taught nowhere else in the world, period. Because it was developed by Al Sargent and Marilyn Sargent, my personal coaches and mentors. And they have helped people all over the world for 4 decades. 4 decades they've been helping people with this just incredible technology that they've developed, that we've collaborated with and created this really dynamic and yet easy to follow course through the Spencer Institute. So it's really an honor that you get to learn from Al and Marilyn Sargent. They have been instrumental in my life, and now they get to be instrumental in helping you advance your life, your career, and help you understand yourself better, and then also to where you're better able to help your coaching clients as well. So the course title is Life Strategies Coach Certification. The credential you will earn is a Certified Life Strategies Coach, or you will be a Certified Life Strategies Coach, I should say. And the acronym CLSC is what you can put on your business cards, your resume, your biography, your flyers, your brochures, your website, whatever it is. That is your professional credential you will earn after successful completion of this course. Here's the program overview. It's 100% online life coach training program, including detailed step-by-step video training, tutorials. And what's great about this is you really get to watch the processes, and they break down the processes. You see it, they break it down, they explain it, and you get to learn how it all works. It's really, really great. You get coaching demonstrations, comprehensive digital manual, and an exam, plus free bonus coaching materials. We give you a lot of extra stuff in there as well that's super helpful for your career and also just enlightening for you as well. The course objective is to provide you with all the needed tools to build a successful life coaching career and increase revenue with the included business training. Now, you may be wondering, I said successful life coaching career, and yet this course is called Life Strategies Coaching. What is the difference? Technically, it's all in the name. Now, we could say, and it's true, that there are a lot more strategies in this course as compared to other life coaching programs. Now, there are other programs that obviously include strategies. However, this is not just motivational interviewing. This is not just being a cheerleader and clapping when they win. That's important, and we need that support and that love and all that, and that's great. But that is very surface level. This curriculum and what you'll learn teaches you how to go to the root and the heart of the challenge to overcome these past blocks which have been holding people back from success, fulfillment, happiness, even sports performance. It's incredible. There is a recertification requirement. Certification is valid for 2 years. You are required to complete 2.0, that's 20 hours of continuing education units, to keep your certification valid. And there are no prerequisites. So let me go over this a little bit. Why do you need to recertify? Because there's too much to know. Things change. New technology becomes available. New science emerges. New brain training becomes available. You have to stay current. And, if you don't sharpen the sword, right, it can become dull over time with use. And you need to stay sharp. It's that simple. It's very inexpensive. It's very easy. We guide you through the process. And you have 2 years to do 20 hours of study, which is like, I don't know if I break that down. What's the math on that? 3 minutes a day? Not much. It's not much at all. But you need to do it. And it's important to stay current, relevant, on point, and stay up with what's happening in the industry. We provide you with many opportunities for very affordable continuing education. And then also, maybe you took a community college class or you took a workshop somewhere, you went on a retreat that we can somehow validate the number of contact hours. You can petition to get credit for those as well. So that's also something that's available to you. Now, as far as the prerequisites, none are required. However, if you have medical training, psychotherapy, counseling, social work, physiology, neurology, other types of coaching or wellness or communication, NLP, linguistics, energy healing. I mean, literally any of those things can be helpful because you're going to understand some of the vernacular. You'll understand some of the anatomy-related questions. You may be familiar with some aspects of certain processes or certain linguistic patterns. So all that is helpful and all that is good. None of it is required. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, so here's a learning format. Once again, online access to materials including video, PowerPoint lectures, and also a lot of instructional, like you're watching them go through coaching processes and then breaking it down. It's really helpful. Comprehensive digital manual, non-proctored online exam. So you don't have to be proctored for the exam. You can take this exam and complete this course anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you live. Internet access is required because it's all online. Content is provided in online format, which is accessed through online secure websites. So you log in with your proprietary username and password and specialized link that is specific to your account. It can't be shared. It's no one else's. We know it's just for you. Then we can track what you're doing as well and make sure that we're there to help you. Once you register, you will be given immediate access to begin your studies. You can test when you're ready. So there's no minimum or maximum, but don't rush. I want you to have really strong comprehension of everything. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, you get lifetime access to the materials. Lifetime access. And we're always updating the materials as well. Exam requirements. Passing a 100 multiple choice non-proctored online exam with 70% or higher. 3 attempts at the exam are given. Results are known immediately. So you have 3 chances to pass the test. Now, I've only known of one case that I can recall where someone didn't pass it after 3 exams, but I think English was their second language. So you'll be fine. And then if for whatever reason you couldn't pass it after 3 times, then there's a small fee and then you get 3 more attempts. But literally, I've only known of that. So someone not to pass it 3 times on one occasion, and English was their second language. And it wasn't because they weren't trying or anything like that. It was just, understanding of the language. So that's all. Nothing's tricky. Nothing is meant to deceive you. Nothing is meant to be confusing. We just want you to have understanding, comprehension, and the ability to apply the knowledge that you learned. Once again, you will earn, and you earn it, that's for sure, you will earn the title of Certified Life Strategies Coach, and that's the seal that you'll get, and you can put that on all your collateral material, your website, and things like that as well. You will increase your professional credibility and earning potential. You can start coaching clients one-on-one in their home, your home, or your office. You can do the same for small groups and couples. This can also be done via Skype, Google Hangout. I use Zoom. If you're not familiar with that, it's Zoom, ZOOM.us. They have a free membership option. I have a paid one because I do a little extras with it, but really a great format. And you can coach people through video anywhere in the world. As long as they speak the same language as you, you have no borders to your business. It's pretty incredible. There's other platforms as well. Many coaches coach in groups to help more people and earn more money per hour. And we're going to go over different ways that you can create a successful, profitable, and highly rewarding coaching practice as well. Our system bridges the gap between the fields of coaching and counseling, because there is some counseling involved as well. But you're not doing psychotherapy, you're not treating, diagnosing, or prescribing. You're not a medical professional, unless you are. Then you can do that under your licensure. But we are not saying you're doing counseling or psychotherapy, just so you know. You will learn the best tools of these two approaches and join them in a new dynamic that is powerfully effective in working with clients, customers, students, patients, and employees. And I should have added in there as well, yourself, because you will learn so much about yourself through this process. And to me, that's probably the most important part, because you will enhance your own well-being, your own directive, your own self-awareness, and you will make better choices in everything you do in your life from the point forward when you complete this program, because you will understand how your brain was intended to be used, and you'll be able to ask inward of your brain to get better input and learn how to gather better data so you get better results. So there is a pyramid in the Life Strategies coaching system. And so now I'm going to break down the different levels of the pyramid. One of them is the compelling self-image. One of the major benefits of our coaching program is how to learn and use the structure of how our brain will process information. When you understand and respect how our brain creates results, you will guide your clients to recognize how life can be easier and less frustrating in the process of creating a compelling self-image for a specific and positive behavior. If people have an inaccurate, inappropriate, self-defeating self-image, they only can get so far. But there is a way to do this to where you're not imposing your beliefs, values, or terms on them. They get to come up with a compelling self-image for themselves that they own at a core level, and then they take pride in that ownership and they'll step into that brilliance. The Sargent's Phobia release process. So again, this is named after Alan and Marilyn Sargent, your educators, your coaches, your teachers for this program. By the way, many years ago, this was used for a special feature, part of the Discovery Network, the Discovery Channel, one of their offshoots, the Animal Planet, when someone had a fear, I believe it was of snakes, and they used the Sargent's Phobia release process to eliminate the fear of snakes on Animal Planet. Really, really fascinating. And we actually have worked with them on another show that aired all over the world several years ago, and we used a lot of these same techniques to help people on the TV show, and that was broadcast to 100 million homes all over the world. So the Sargent's Phobia release process, I have to say that slowly, is scientifically designed to eliminate phobic reactions and, most importantly, to heal the underlying challenges your clients are experiencing. What they think they're fearful of or why they're fearful is often they don't even know how it came about, but through this process, they get to unravel the mystery themselves. You're not imposing your beliefs on them or what you think it is. The truth comes out through this process, and it's absolutely fascinating. Using a technique known as anchors away, it releases old beliefs that keep your clients anchored into their past. So once you let go of the anchor, which was holding them back or holding in a fear, they can view things from a more reasonable, rational, balanced, and appropriate perspective, and one that serves them now and in the future. Scientific memory strategies. Since each person has their own unique way of processing thoughts, you will learn to communicate with clients using visual, auditory, and kinesthetic processes. You will then be able to coach clients to seamlessly tap into their preferred sequence of experiencing and making sense of the world and any learning process. And this brings me to another thing that they've done. Alan and Marilyn are just amazing. if I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly, they are the coaches for the scholastic or academic decathlon team. So, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that the term correctly for the competition they entered. Essentially, it was a demonstration of academic brilliance. I think they were junior high school students, and they won the national championship 2 years in a row when Alan Maryland coached them on how to use their brains properly. Fascinating, awesome stuff. True, so impressive. And these are the things that you get to learn in this program. GPS, Goal Blueprint System. The first step in creating change or making progress is precise and detailed information gathering. Getting the full picture of where your client is now and where they want to be creates a blueprint system that can be followed to build success and abundance. So sometimes people just say, well, just imagine that you're already a millionaire. Or just imagine you're already at your ideal weight. Well, that can be helpful and it also can be hurtful, because if your brain thinks you're already there, it may not do the work necessary to get you there. But if you go out there and make a detailed description of what you want, where you'll be, who you'll be with, the sights, the sounds, the emotions, and the textures and everything associated with that, then you can work backwards and create stepping stones to get there. And that's more what this is about. Obviously, it's more detailed than that, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more of a process. When you just try to imagine you're already there and pretend you are, you're lying to yourself. And your brain's not that stupid. It says, no, I don't yet have a Ferrari. No, I don't yet live on the beach. No, I don't yet have 7% body fat. No, I don't yet have the perfect relationship in my life. What you need to do is go out and imagine what it would be like, then figure out step by step by step from a visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, gustatory, relational, familial perspective, emotional perspective, all these different things, what it takes to get from one step to the next to the next. And it's a very specific goal blueprint system, GPS, and that's what you learn. And that has been incredibly helpful to me. The circle of excellence. You'll learn to teach your clients to build rapport with anyone at any time. It's important for you to be in the appropriate state of mind and have clear filters and strategies to build successful relationships with clients, and for your clients to do the same with others in their lives. This is actually a fairly simple process, but when you learn it and you add it to your acumen, your cumulative base of knowledge and your skill set that you share with your clients, wow. Really, really impressive. And this will help you a lot with your personal relationships as well and your professional relationships. By far, without a doubt, this, to me, this is my personal opinion, this is a biased opinion, this aspect of the pyramid is probably most critical for me for making better decisions and reaching my goals more expeditiously. Hemispheric integration concepts and technology. Hemispheric integration, sometimes we refer to it just as HI. And so here's the breakdown. Our brain has two hemispheres, as you probably know, left and right. Each hemisphere of the brain sees, records, interprets, and uses information it receives from the world in two distinct ways. Frequently, we use just one hemisphere to make our important life decisions without checking or cross-referencing the other hemisphere. I bet you haven't thought about that, huh? Instead of a single mind's eye, you actually have two, one for each hemisphere. The hemispheric integration is a tool our coaches use to make sure people have the correct and authentic images in their mind for optimal success and quickly overcome phobias and fears. So I'm sure you said, in my mind's eye, I see. Have you ever said something like that? I can see that. You're probably only viewing it predominantly or sequentially through one hemisphere. And you will actually learn how to know which hemisphere it is and how dominant it is. And when you learn this process, you'll be astonished that your brain actually has two completely different memories of important life events. Fascinating. But one might be serving you better than the other. One might be really holding you back. But when you can understand the best of each of them and also let some of the things that are holding you back subside a bit, and then create this new compelling image based on updated information, you'll be able to do more in life for all the important things to you and for your family and your clients and everything else. This is gold. And this unto itself is worth the price of admission. It's unbelievable. So you may be wondering, and I touched on this a little bit ago, but what is my scope of practice? You cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe. It's that simple. That's what medical professionals do. That's what psychotherapy professionals do. Unless you have that licensure, unless you are that kind of person, don't do that. And as we say, when in doubt, refer it out. So if someone is on, heavy medications and they're unstable and, they're talking about suicide and all that kind of stuff, which is I can count the number of times that I've known of someone to experience that in their coaching practice on one hand, and I've worked with thousands and thousands of coaches, then you refer it out. But people want a coach to enhance their lives. They probably are on the right track or know they need to be on the right track and are willing to do the work to get the result. What you are doing is giving them the tools, the resources, the support, and the processes to get what they want and to go from where they are to where they want to be. So you might be wondering, how do you get these clients? There are so many ways to get clients. And, social media, absolutely. You can do Facebook Live videos and share your knowledge and then ask people to join your coaching program. You can do a 5-day, I know a lot of people do this with body transformation contests, but you can also do it with a life transformation contest where it's like a 5-day test or 5-day mini makeover. And within 5 days, you put them in a private Facebook group and you coach them, you mentor them, you do a Facebook Live or you do a video or whatever. But it's, people can do it for free for 5 days. You get 20, 30, 40 people in there. And then you offer them an opportunity to get into a regular coaching program. And you'll probably get 10, 20% take rate. If you get higher than that, that's fantastic. But if each person's $1,000, you're doing really well. And so those are different things you can do. You can blog. You can do a podcast. We're going to talk about all these in a second. I'm going to break some of these down for you. But there are so many ways to get clients for free. You do not have to spend a bunch of money on advertising. Do not advertise in the local paper. You can choose to write a column, but you can blog in something like Medium. You can create your WordPress blog. You can make YouTube videos on brain training or personal development or your own life strategies, coaching methodology that you're integrating this with. There's a lot of different things you can do. The most important thing to do is be consistent over time and keep showing up. And the easiest way to think of why this is successful or why consistency matters, what happens when someone is not consistent in a relationship? You don't trust them as much, right? If they're half the time they show up, half the time they're emotionally or mentally present, and other times they're absent or absent-minded, you don't trust them as much. But if you, the coach, every Monday you do a Facebook Live, every Tuesday you do a blog post, every Wednesday you do a YouTube video, every Thursday you do more on Instagram, although you should do Instagram a little more frequently than that. Whatever it is, whatever your shtick is, whatever your system is, you need to be consistent over time, be diligent, and over time you will emerge as an expert. That's what happens. It's the people that are inconsistent and they say, well, this doesn't work. I'm not getting clients. Well, how many blog posts did you do? Well, I did a 300-word blog post last month. Not enough. Did you try Facebook Live? Well, I'm afraid to get on camera. All right. You're going to have to communicate with people. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Most of it's 100% free. Imagine after completing this course, you have almost no cost to do your business. You can accept money through PayPal, or you can get Stripe or do other shopping carts and things like that. But you essentially can do it for free. You can build, is it Foursquare? Is that where you can build a website? And there's Wix, which isn't my favorite, but it's inexpensive or free. And you can build something simple on WordPress and with a GoDaddy domain. It doesn't cost much at all. I mean, you can run a business from your house for $100 a month and run a whole business and be incredibly profitable. You just need to start, and you need to follow all the training that we have within our school and our network on building your successful business. What do I need to start my business? Now, a lot of people say, well, I got to do a business plan. I don't know how to write a business plan. No, you don't. You don't need to do a business plan. Unless you are getting a loan from the bank, which you don't need. Unless you're getting a business partner, which you don't need. Unless you are trying to get credit, which you probably don't need as well. You don't need to have a detailed business plan. What you need to do, you do need to have a mission. You do need to understand. Now, market analysis is like, who else is in my marketplace? What's the going rate? How should I bill? What's a normal term for a duration of a coaching session? Or, is it a 3-month commitment? And you learn all that in the program, but these are all part of the business plan. But it's simple, simple, simple. Literally, you could write it down on 1 or 2 pieces of paper, and then you just go. We give you the forms, the charts, the graphs, the intake stuff, the liability forms, all that. You have all that. You just need to go and start your business and start serving people. So don't overthink it, because none of that is necessary for success. Do you need a business license? The answer is maybe. A business license is not the same as a certification, a degree, a diploma, or anything like that. A business license is granted by your city, your county, your township, sometimes your state. It's a way for the government, at whatever level, to monitor you and to collect a little bit of money and to know what's going on. It's super easy. Just be compliant. It's probably $30-$40 a year. It's nothing. It's so easy. But you're not getting a license. You are earning a certification through Spencer Institute. You get a license to say, I'm doing this business within this city, county, township, whatever it is. Okay. And just if you say, well, I don't know if I need one, just Google, I live in blank. Do I need a business license? That's it. And then say, no, go down to City Hall or go to the clerk's office or whatever, pay a $50 fee. It might be free. I don't know. I mean, it's not much at all. It's not much. Just do the paperwork, fill it out, and just say, yeah, I'm a coach. And that's it. And it doesn't matter if you're working from your home or whatever. It's the same thing. In some areas, it's not even required. Not at all. Very simple. Don't overthink it. How much money can I make? The answer is as much as you want. It just depends on how you conduct your business. Now, in the next slide, I'm going to show you about one-on-one coaching. That is really the only thing that has a cap on how much you can make, because you only can help so many people in the day. There's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many hours you can work in the week. It's that simple. But other than that, there's really no limit to how much money you can earn. So if someone says, oh, that has a cap on it. No, it doesn't. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So with one-on-one coaching, the person looks like they're in deep conversation, don't they? You can charge $40 an hour, $100 an hour, $150 an hour. It depends what other credentials you have. If you live in New York City, you can probably get more than you can if you're in a small town in Kentucky or a rural village somewhere in Ireland, right? Every place is different. And it just depends on, what's the socioeconomic makeup of that area. But you can also do one-on-one coaching online, which means it doesn't matter where people live. And you also can process more people per day because you don't have drive time set up and all that kind of stuff. You can just stack people hour after hour after hour. And let's just say you're charging $100 a session. You work 5 hours in the morning. That's $500 for the day, and you're done after 5 hours. Go enjoy your family. Go exercise. Go for a walk. Go for a swim. Take a nap. Isn't that great? You can do that. So one-on-one coaching can be done at your home. You can do it, in a park. If you chose, you can meet people on the beach. You can go to their home. You can go to their office. Maybe you have a small health club, gym, wellness center, and maybe you have a room there that you can do coaching and consulting in. It's really up to you. You have endless options. Group coaching is similar to one-on-one coaching, except each person in the group will contribute and have feedback, share experiences, and it also takes some of the pressure off, and people can learn about how other people are handling similar situations. So that can be really, really helpful. And also, let's just say if you're coaching and you're charging, let's just say $100 an hour, which is still good, right? $100 an hour for coaching. But in this group, everybody pays $50 to be there. Well, now let's just say the guy in the shirt and long sleeve shirt in the middle there, kind of facing us. Let's just say he's the coach. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 50. So that's $250 a session that you could do like that. And maybe you go, 70 minutes or 75 minutes, but that's still really, really good money. Sometimes you'll do meetups like this, and you might do like a 3-month program focusing on blank, or this is for millennials, this is for recently divorced men, or this is for people who are transitioning in a career, or it could be anything, but you use these techniques for those people. You can do literally anything you want. That's the beauty of coaching. As long as you're not treating, diagnosing, or prescribing, or acting as a medical professional or a psychotherapy professional, you can conduct your business any way you want. Now, again, online coaching, as long as, sometimes it's difficult in different time zones if you're doing video coaching like on Zoom or Skype or something like that, because, if you're 12, 14 hours apart, sometimes, it's morning or evening and, it's in opposition. That can make it a little challenging at times. Or if someone speaks another language, obviously that's not going to work. By the way, if you are bilingual, you have absolutely doubled your opportunity to coach. I wish I was far more fluent in Spanish than I am, because I would do a lot more bilingually. So if you are bilingual, it's so great. I respect that so much. Use that to your advantage and double the options for your business. Whatever you have in your website or whatever you do in English, have it in Spanish or Chinese or whatever your second language is. Do that and benefit. And by the way, we give you a lot of different examples. There's lots of resources. I have a private group that you will learn about, where I will coach you at no cost once you are a student, to help you grow your career. So that's all available to you. Now, there's some different things that you can do. Maybe you have other skill sets. As an example, Spencer Institute also offers the sleep science coaching program. We have sleep management, sleep management. It is sleep management as well. Stress management. So you might bundle some different skill sets together. Maybe you're a wellness coach. Maybe you're a Reiki practitioner. Maybe you're a yoga instructor. Maybe you do like mind body, or maybe you there's a lot of people who use this under the context of their spiritual belief system. There's a lot of people in their church or synagogue or mosque or whatever they do, and they combine these skills with that belief system to help coach and counsel their congregation. So, if that's it's your flavor and that's what you want to do, then this works really, really well for that. And there's a lot of the term is faith-based coaching initiatives or faith-based coaching programs. A lot of times people do that with fitness as well. So maybe you are involved with your religious or spiritual organization, and maybe you do fitness, and maybe you do fitness, and then you can do coaching, and then you can combine it with everyone's common belief in whatever it is that you do at your spiritual organization. If this isn't your thing, no worries, move on to the next one. But if it is, this is something that people are having great success with, and I wanted to share this with you. So whatever your existing skills are, your other credentials, certifications, there's ways to combine and utilize the skills of the Life Strategies Coaching Program to make your other services more interesting and also, which is more important, more successful. You can create information products and online courses. So you can create an online course to help people get through tragedy, to build relationships using these skills, to have better communication with their kids. A lot of people use these also because homeschooling is so huge. It's such a huge, actually a buddy of mine just decided to start homeschooling his kid as well. And everyone chimed in and said, yes, we're doing this and the results are great. So if you want to help parents who homeschool their kids learn these skills, that's another thing you can do. You could coach parents who homeschool their kids. It's endless. And online courses, of course, it could be video, PDF, downloadable products, private membership areas. We're going to get to that in just a second here. There's so many ways that you can monetize this. And this is how, when people say, how do you make money in your sleep? I hear people say they make money in their sleep, and I don't believe them. I think it's nonsense and all that kind of thing. This is how you make money in your sleep. Because once you create the product, people have the ability to utilize and benefit and complete and download the product or whatever to access the product while you sleep, because as the world revolves, you might be sleeping and they might just be waking and logging in and found you on Google or Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, and they enroll in your program. And that's also a way that you can get coaching clients for live interactive coaching from other areas in the world as well. And I mentioned this earlier, but membership sites, you can use what's called MemberGate, and then there's MemberMouse. And you can use Wish List Member, which is part of WordPress or integrates with WordPress. You can use a private Facebook group and integrate it in with some of your other video training. You have endless options. And then in our blog post, in our email newsletters, and my private coaching group and all that, I show you how to do all of this as well. So if you feel overwhelmed at all right now, take a deep breath, relax, because you only have to do what you want to do. You only have to do what makes you happy. You only have to do what serves your heart's desire and your needs. That's it. My goal, my job, is to let you know of the incredible possibilities that there are for you, because they are plentiful and it's exciting and it's so rewarding when you get to make a positive impact on someone's life, and you get financially rewarded and get to live a lifestyle that makes you feel fulfilled and happy every single day. And by the way, I'm not sure if it came up here, probably on the right side of your screen, but you can see we're offering you a special to get started right now with the Life Strategies Coach certification. Today, you can get it for 20% off. So it should be popping up there. If you don't see it yet, it'll come up in a second there. I think it's on the right side. I love SI. I love SI. Click on that and it'll take you back to the program page and you can enroll. Make sure you click apply to get the discount, and it's 20% off today. So take advantage of that, because this program is already very, very affordable compared to industry standards. It's super affordable. We don't want there to be obstacles for you to reach your goals, but we also want to make it even more beneficial and even easier for you. And that's why we're giving you 20% off today when you use the coupon code ILOVESI, and then make sure you click apply once it's in your cart. Okay, here's something else you can do. Corporate and employee coaching. The Spencer Institute also has a corporate wellness coach certification course if you're interested in corporate wellness coaching. Sometimes people will combine it with Life Strategies coaching, and you can do lunch and learns. You can go in and you can do like a month-long series, like every Friday you're doing something for the organization. Sometimes this is paid for by the employees. Sometimes it's a co-op with the management. Sometimes HR, human resources, that usually you will speak with the HR, human resources, the team in the company, and they will be the ones who establish the relationship and provide the initial opportunity for you to come in. Sometimes it's paid, sometimes it's free, but you get to pitch your services to the various employees as well. And you can go to the local Chamber of Commerce for the city or the county, and they have a list of all of the businesses. It will say who's in charge of human resources, and it will also tell you the size of the company. So maybe you want to target companies with over X number of employees, so you have a greater pool of people. Or maybe it's a higher level company. Maybe it's blue collar rather than white collar, or white collar rather than blue collar. It depends what you're doing and who you want to serve and your objectives. But you can go to the local Chamber of Commerce and pick up that booklet. Sometimes it's free. Sometimes it costs $10. Sometimes you have to join the Chamber of Commerce. But it's a great way for you to understand exactly what's happening with all the companies in your area who you can serve if you choose to do this. How you feeling? You should be excited. You can guest or host a podcast as a life coaching and strategies expert. So here's the thing. As a guest, you can do as many shows as you can get booked on. As a host, you probably want to do 1 or 2 shows a week. It doesn't cost much to get started with podcasting. And then so you might be thinking, well, how do I make money as a podcaster? Because you become an expert and you get to say, well, if this has been helpful, I want you to know that I have a few openings available for Life Strategies coaching. Visit me at thebestcoach.com. I just made that up. Don't know if that's a real domain. Then it monetizes for you. As a guest, they always say, well, tell our listeners how they can learn about you. Well, I do have a free gift for them at thebestcoach.com and, blah, 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 blah. And I have a few openings available for coaching. If you're interested, that's usually the way it works. And it establishes you as an expert, and it allows you to disseminate your message, and it lives forever in the ether of the internet. And it's distributed probably on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and a whole bunch of other ones. And a lot of people now are recording on video, so then it also goes to YouTube, and then they take out the audio file and then distribute it through the various podcasting syndication services. This is actually really easy if you want to learn how to do this. Super, super simple. Just let me know and I will connect you with the right people to set up your own podcast. However, to be a guest, all you have to do is contact the host and say, if you're looking for a compelling guest to talk about blah, 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 related to reaching your goals, and you come up with a nice pitch, and then they book you in advance and you schedule it, and then it airs and you get exposure and hopefully some clients as well. And you just keep doing that. I have literally done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. If you go to iTunes right now and search my name, you will see that I am on hundreds of different episodes of various people's podcasts, including my own. And it works very, very well. And you can do the same. You can write a life strategies book. How great is this? You can self-publish. You can do a PDF book. You can do Kindle. You can get a publisher. There's different entrepreneurial co-op publishing options. There's one called Print on Demand, where you actually work with Amazon and they will print them as needed, which is kind of a cool thing, right? I wish that was available when I first wrote my first book. That would have been super helpful because I think I mortgaged my first house to write my first book, and that is definitely not necessary anymore. Oh my gosh, I forgot I did that. That was crazy. That is absolutely not necessary anymore. You can literally write a book for free now. So you can write a book you can combine these life strategies coaching techniques with health, wellness, relationships, spirituality, kids, parenting, whatever it is that you want to do. Or you can just summarize all of your strategies and make it into a framework and put it into a book. So there you go. And then you might say, well, how do I make money in the book? Look, here's the reality. You're not going to get $1 million advance unless you're Stephen King or J.K. Rowling's. So if someone tells you that you're getting $1 million advance, they're not being honest with you. The best way, my friend who's done 40 books, 40 bestsellers said this. He says, you make money because you have a book, not because you sold the book. And here's what I mean, or here's what he meant. It's because it establishes credibility and authority instantly. You can mail them to people that you need to make an introduction with. You can send them to the people to get on their show. You send them a copy of your book, and then you say, I'm available to be a guest on your show, blah, blah, blah. And you give them the book. It is the ultimate brochure. And it's very, very simple. And if you print them on your own, you can literally get your own books for like $2 a piece. So imagine how easy that is to have a book to give out to people that you need to work with. Or sometimes people will do them as a PDF version, make them downloadable in exchange for someone's primary email address. Then you build your email list in exchange and add value. And in your book, it also says, now that you've learned the fundamentals of XYZ in this book, I'm paraphrasing, by the way, remember, I'm available for a limited amount of exclusive life strategies coaching sessions. Please call this number or click this link and we'll get started right away. That can be in your book because especially when you self-publish, you get to do whatever you want. How you feeling? You should be excited. You can combine life strategies coaching with stress management services. Now, I just use that as an example. You can combine it with anything else you do, but stress management or stress itself, lack of management, is often an underlying factor in people's overall success, happiness, fulfillment, and well-being. And so when you combine this with, as an example, stress management coaching, you can do more and serve more people. You don't have to. I'm just giving you some options. Wow. This is a lot. I actually got out of breath because there's so much here. And I'm just thrilled with this program. It's helped so many people. And you're in incredible company. A lot of coaches that you probably know, admire, have read their books, and look up to have gone through this training. And now it's your turn. So as you can see, you have many career choices and endless opportunities. And the fact is, I barely scratched the surface of your opportunities. I don't want to overwhelm you. I want to excite you and let you know that you can do one of those things or two of them or all of them or whatever you want to do. But just start with one. What makes you happiest? What sounds most appealing? What sounds most tangible, reasonable, feasible, and easiest to get started, right? Then that's the one that you should start with. Whatever makes you happy. So what do you do now? So you click the graph to the side, And I hope I didn't do this backwards because the graph should be right there on your right side. And you can register right now. And remember, we have that discount for you. And please remember this. We are always here to answer your questions and support you each step of the way. We're always here. We literally have been here since June 1st, 1992. We're in the office from about 8:30 in the morning until 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We have live chat. We have email. We answer your questions on Instagram and also on Facebook. We're always here to support you. And so we're not going anywhere. Again, we've helped over 60,000 people just like you all over the world. And now it's your turn. So your time is now. This is the opportunity you wanted to begin or expand your career. Here's a special one-time offer right now. Save 20%. Use coupon code ILOVESI. Obviously, that is short for I Love Spencer Institute. Add that in, no spaces. And after you put this in your cart, and Life Strategies Coach certification, add it to your cart, and then you'll see add coupon code, put in I Love SI, click apply, and instantly you will see the massive savings. It's crazy. It's a large amount. And then just register, and you literally get access to the program immediately. You'll get access immediately. If you can't start for the next hour or the next morning, whatever, that's fine. But you get access to the program immediately, and you also get lifetime access. And anytime you have a question, a concern, a thought, you can do live chat, you can do the phone, you can do email, whatever you want, or you can communicate with us on social media, whatever serves you best. Wow. Okay. You made it. So thank you. I will see you on the inside. Register right now. The coupon code is ILOVESI, and instantly save 20%. Make sure you click apply. Thank you so much.